Hello everyone, and welcome to this tutorial video on the wonderfully easy and effective back loop double crochet stitch. This is an ideal proper stitch to learn if you are brand new to crochet, as it creates a soft but dense material that is ideal for blankets and cushions because it's both hard wearing and not too stretchy, and it's also the same on both sides. And it has this lovely lightly ribbed texture as well. And despite being a really pretty little stitch, it is wonderfully easy, and so let's get started. Okay, so as usual, the first thing we're going to want to do is put a little slip knot onto our yarn. We're going to make a little loop, as you can see, pass that tail through and pull it tight like so. And then we can attach on our hook. And once onto the hook, we can pull the little tail just to tighten it lightly onto the shaft like so. Right, so once our slip knot is in place, we can take our yarn, and what we're going to do is we're going to create our foundation chain stitches. Now, how many chains you need is entirely up to you, depends on how wide you want your piece of fabric to be. And for this project, I'm going to make about 20 of them. So to make our chains, we are yarning over and then pulling through the hoop that's already on the hook. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through. Keep going until you've got as many as you need. Okay, so I've now built up a foundation of 20 little chains, as you can see. That is not including this slip knot at the beginning, nor the hoop that is still over the hook on the other end. And now we're going to start creating our actual stitches. And in order to do that, the first thing you're going to need to create is a turning chain. So this is one that's not actually part of the foundation chains that we made, although it is technically the same stitch, but it's what we're going to be using to turn the corner so that you don't end up with a little squash bit at the end. So what we do is we're going to add one little chain extra onto our run. Then we're going to hold on to our work and we're going to create our first double crochet. And to create the double crochet stitch, what we do is we ignore that little turning chain that we've just put in there. So we're going to go into the next link over, we're going to insert the hook, like you see, yarn over, pull through a loop, yarn over again, and now we're going to pull through both of those loops that we've just created, so we're left with one loop still on the hook. Then what we'll do is we're just going to go into the next link and do exactly the same thing again. So ignore that gap there. That gap actually has the stitch in it that we've just done. We're going to go into this one. So again, insert our hook, yarn over, pull through that hoop, yarn over again, pull through the two hoops which are now on the hook, as you can see. And we're going to go for it again. And we're going to keep doing that now until we get to the end of the row. Yarning over, pulling through, yarning over, pulling through the two. And into the next one. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through those two. And we're just going to keep on going. And we're going to keep going, keep on adding double crochets all the way until we get to the end of the row. Okay, so we've now come to the end of our first row. We've worked all the way along and we've come to the end here. So you can see that we've got this little sort of knot on the end. That was the original slip knot that we did. And then we've just got this final little stitch to work into. So what we'll do is we'll just insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through those two again. And now, because we've come to the end of the row, we need to turn around so that we can go back in the other direction. To do that, we are going to do one chain on the end. That is a turning chain, exactly the same as we did at this side, so that we can go back without creating any little pinches in our work. And then we can quite literally just flip it over so that we can work back in the opposite direction. Okay, so if we have a look at our work a little bit closer up from the back, you can see that we have got these little stitches along here, these little links up at the top. Just turn it slightly. You can see that as we were creating those double crochets, we have created what looks like another series of chain stitches up at the top. And the different parts of these little chains actually have different names. So you've got a front loop, that is the one that is closest to you when you made it, and a back loop, that is the one that runs right across the top up here. And it's this little back loop is the one that we're going to be working into. Okay, so we're going to skip this first little chain here. That is the turning chain that we made just a second ago. And instead we are going to work into this little loop. So we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through the two. And again, we're just going to go into the very next link that is along, next one in the set. Insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through. And again, we're going to go into the next one, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through the 2 loops on the hook. Again. And we're just going to keep doing that until we get to the other end. So we're creating another row of double crochets, just heading back in the opposite direction. And it's called the back loop double crochet because we are always working into that back loop. What that's doing, if I turn the work back over again, we are getting this little ridge just here, this little line of stitches. So they are the front loops, which were on all those little chains that we created at the top. We're moving into the back ones, and it's leaving these little front loops. They have this lovely effect of creating this little ridge that runs along your work. But exactly the same as before, just keep making those double crochets, one after another, always into that back loop up at the top, until you get to the other end of the row. Right, so when we come to this last stitch on the end here, once again we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through. And then we're going to add our turning chain because once again, now that we've reached the end of the row, we need to turn around and go back again. So we pop our turning chain on, we turn our work over. And you can see that once again, we've got that nice little row of raised stitches along the end for us to work straight back into. So we skip the first one because that was the turning chain that we've just done. And instead we're going to go into this stitch just here. That is literally it. This is all you have to do in order to slowly build up your fabric of double crochets. Now, if what you wanted to do was just keep making fabric in the same colour, then you would do the same as we did before. You put your last stitch in, do your turning chain, you turn your work over, and then you work along those back loops again. But what if you wanted to change the colour? In that case, what you need to do is you need to insert your hook into the final stitch, yarn over and pull through, and then stop there because now we're going to be changing colour. So what you can do is you can bring in your new colour, wrap that around your hook like so, and then you're going to pull that instead through those 2 hoops like so. And then you're going to use this new colour to create the turning chain. So what we'll do is we'll yarn over and pull through. There's our turning chain, exactly the same as we would have done if we were still working with the green, and then we turn our work. And then we just go back in exactly the same way as we would have done before, just with the new colour this time. So we skip the little turning chain there, and we go into the first stitch. And the next one. Okay, so you can see there, I've built up a few more extra rows of the pink, and you can start to see what a lovely dense fabric this makes. It is really quite an opaque one, and it's ever so easy to do, and it lays nice and flat as well. It's a really easy one to work with creating projects and that sort of thing. But I'm now going to change back to the green. So what I'll do is I'm at that final stitch moment. I've left those 2 little hoops there on our hook. And so just to show it again, I'm going to take my new colour of yarn, even if it's the old one, I'm going back to the green, wrap it over my hook, and I'm just going to pull that through those 2 hoops like so. And then I can go straight on with using the green instead. So I'm just going to yarn over, pull through, there we go, there's our turning chain, and once again I'm just going to turn my work over. Those are those nice little back loops you can see across the top there, and they are the ones I'm going to be working into, starting with our first stitch. Okay, so when you reach the point that you feel like you have finished your piece, you've done as much as you wanted to do for this one, it's all nice and completed, then we need to finish it off so that it's not all going to come unravelled. And what you can do is we're on the final stitch here, I've got the last 2 loops on. We're going to yarn over and pull through just to finish off that last double crochet stitch, and then we're going to yarn over and pull through as if we're doing the chain stitch, but instead this time we're actually going to cut the tail and then just pull it right the way through like so, and then you can tighten that down so that it becomes a little knot on the end. And there you have it, and that little knot there, that will hold everything together nicely so that it's not all going to come falling to pieces, and you've finished off your work. And as you can see on this little swatch I've created here, I've changed colour every single row on this one, just to create this little pattern, and it really shows up the shape of the stitches when you change the colours. Anywho though, I hope you've enjoyed this little tutorial on how to create the wonderfully simple but very effective double crochet stitch. Happy crafting everybody, and I will see you again soon.